Hello, everybody. Good morning to you. This is Cliff Grays from Train World Boxing. I hope you're well. I've just finished a session at the gym, and I feel incredible. I had a lovely, nice hot shower with some really beautiful, lovely shower gel. Nice smelling Lynx. Oh, I've just used a brand name there. Too late now, isn't it? Some nice smelling deodorant underneath. I've got I'll explain in a minute. I've got my cup of cream tea and I feel fantastic. I'm just going to shut the door because the TV is on. No, I won't. I'll open the door. You don't need to see my pajama bottoms, do you? They were my Superman pajama bottoms. See what I mean? Anything can happen on these videos. Anything. Absolutely anything. And invariably it does. But that's why I like it. I'm addressed this broadcast to everybody, including the negatives and the high flyers. Because the negatives, you might actually learn something, and the high flyers, it might just reinforce your strength. So I want you to listen to this. It's a poem that's read by Michael Caine. Okay, so let's see if we can get it up for you. I'm just going to play it now.
The Kipling poem. It's one of my favourites since I was a boy at school. My father read it to me once, and I think it to me as a little boy summed up what a man should be. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowances for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies. Or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet, don't look too good, not look too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can hear the truth you've spoken twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life for broken and stoop and build them up with worn out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at the beginning, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are done, and so hold on when there is nothing in you, except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, not too much. If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 40 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
Wow. That poem by Rudyard Kipling sums up everything that Trainwell Boxing want to achieve. And it really is about embracing every triumph and every disappointment, all as the same. You see, because I have said before that Trainwell Boxing, I am the owner of Trainwell Boxing. Trainwell Boxing is me, and me is Trainwell Boxing. Okay. Unlike a lot of YouTubers, we do have a limited company which actually backs up who we are, what we represent, fairness, honesty, and integrity in business, not working in the grey area of business like a lot of YouTubers are. They scurry under a little rock and hide when the going gets tough, but not Trainwell Boxing. You see, it is all about becoming optimized in different facets of your life, from your wealth, from your health, mental, body, mind, and spirit, from it all. From it all. If you can imagine that cluttered room, paperwork strewn all over the place. Remember I gave you that example, going in to a cluttered room and trying to find this. If you have no order in your life but disorder, you are never, ever, ever gonna get out from under. Now, in the past, there have been a couple of very nasty, insipid insects of individuals that have personified us as a cult or a sect, and we couldn't be farther away from the truth from that, because I have said and qualified on numerous occasions, a cult, a sect, whatever you want to call it, describe it as, will ultimately have a leader, and that leader will lead, and that leader will often be a bit of a dictator where they'll say, do this, you can't do this, you can't do that. Well, that isn't Trainwell Boxing at all. We run an upside down management philosophy. So we are open books to listening to what you as the interested party, put it like that, because we won't really listen to people that we feel are trying to trip us up, you understand, competitors or whatever. And it is about becoming optimized. That is like the umbrella term of you have control of your life. But as a Christian, if you're Christian listening to this, you will understand that we have something more. We can rely on Father God, the Holy Spirit. Now, I've talked a lot about knife defense and all sorts of weight training and this and that. That's from the physical perspective. Well, when it gets hard, and I mean really hard, last week in my colour class, we were doing bear crawling on my stomach through all the wet and sludge, long grass, over a playing field, a football field, where they play football, rugby, whatever, I'm not sure. but it was quite wet and dirty. But my glasses were off, this was off, baseball cap off, and I just bit the bullet. It's about pushing yourself to the pinnacle, and then, as David said to Goliath in the Bible, not by my strength, but by yours. As Samson said, not by my strength, but by yours. And there have been a multitude of these accounts in the Bible where people that are in absolute horrendous situations cry out to God. Have you heard non-Christians crying out to God? Now, I don't say this as blasphemy. I say this as a pure example. Oh my God! When something's about to happen that's not particularly pleasant. Oh my God, they say. Why? Why do you say that when you don't believe there is a God? Why do you say that? Why do you blaspheme and say that? Why? So this is the essence of train well boxing. We are also out there, as I said quite a number of times, and I will reiterate so you do understand, that we are here for you. We are here to serve you. See us as your information technology consultants, specialists. We will go out and we will plough the land. We will get the fields ready for you to put the crop in and the harvest to come later. You've got to trust us. You've got to have faith in us. That we are not like the myriads of other YouTubers. Have you ever been approached by the myriads of life coaches? What are they claiming to do? Oh, we operate an online educational platform. But you better pay for it. You jolly well better pay for it. But what we're saying, we could probably summarize that in one sentence. Leave all the marketing side to experts. Okay. You can stay on social media as much as you like, but leave that to the experts. All right. Don't pay some John that will then claim, well, we gave it our best efforts. We gave it our best efforts. We incorporated good, honest business best practice. Now, I'm sorry that it went wrong for Mr. Smith, Mr. Brown, Mrs. White, whoever, Mr. Green, I don't know, Mr. Bloggs, whoever you like. I'm sorry, but we gave our best practice possible. They've just fleeced you a lot of money. A lot of money. And so it goes right the way across the board with online weight training. Now, yes, you might say, well, what have you been doing with the last almost 50 odd workout sessions, different workout sessions, weight sessions that we have recommended? The difference is we don't charge you. How can you monetize that? How can you monetize that? It's short of criminal. It's short of criminal. Because the knowledge is out there. If we're picking on weight training as a topic, there are thousands of workout regimes that you can look at and try. If you put in, for example, into YouTube, you see how many come up. Weight training for the over 40s, and see what comes up. It'll come up with something like best 5 exercises for over 40s. Cut out all the dross, people. Cut out all the dross. You don't need to pay some John money to give you a load of inflated stuff that they have just thieved off online. We do our research. We come back and we say, for example, a great antagonistic pairing for exercising. If your commercial gym, so you should be going to a commercial gym, right, has got it, is what I did today, the pec deck supersetted with seal rows. Now that's on a high bench with a specially adapted bar, and I'll tell you what, you will feel it immediately. The first 2 reps I did, I thought I'd never done this exercise before, and I thought to myself, wow, this is short of brilliant. I could feel all my upper traps, my mid traps, all the muscles in between the shoulder blades, you know, and also my lats working, the back of my rear delts. But all you've got to do is just get online and do your due diligence. We tried to help you to cut out a lot of the dross for you, so you can immediately have something as a reference point to then say, no, I'm not going to do that, not going to do that, not going to do that, not going to do that. For instance, today as well, I did fat barbell curls. Now, I'm not a lad that's got a massive pair of mitts on him and stuff, but I'll tell you what, you won't be able to handle as much weight. And I'll tell you what, the intensity when you curl that way is beyond brilliant. And what's just about 3 or 4 steps away, opposite, the tricep extension, folks. What another great superset to do. I still haven't worked out the neck flexion and the neck extension, because I did ask where the harness was, and nobody could find the neck harness. I've got a neck harness back at Burnham-on-Sea and a little implement that I use that's fantastic for neck. I didn't do the reverse hyperextensions today because I felt absolutely FUCKED'd, and I thought I've got to drive home, so I want to be sensible. But I had a really, really good workout. I supersetted leg press and hip thrusters. Again, the leg press, they've worked this out brilliantly. The leg press straight over onto the hip thruster. I was in there about 8 o'clock this morning. Fantastic. Fantastic. You might think you're here at 20 minutes and you're still going on. These are lectures. These are friendly chats. You're not going to have a lecture or a friendly chat, call it what you will, are you? Within 5 minutes, are you? I want to get to know you. I want to chat with you. I hope you've got your cuppa like me, and you're just relaxing, taking it easy. You don't even have to face the screen. You can face away and just listen to my voice. But it's all there for you. From the nutrition side, right the way through to supplements, to how you can earn some extra money, folks. A very, very, very real, right and proper business opportunity is we offer. Not like this green-eyed monster brigade that haven't got anything of substance or value. I've told you that one of the side hustlers is a company called Cerule, Cerule, and they are so helpful. They are so supportive. My upline, my sponsor into the business, Professor Bart, B-A-R-T, Bart K, K-A-Y. Google him, YouTube him, you'll see. Is a unique individual, to say the least. He is highly learned. He really is a very well-read man, highly educated in his fields with an S. I'm just so what's the word? Humbleized to know that I can have a question on something and know that the definitive authority is him, really. You know, and we offer all this to you, and all you've got to do is just stretch out and say, I want it. And we can get going in 2025. And your dreams can come realities. But you fucking well got to stop it. You've got to grow up and stop entertaining these YouTube channels that will destroy you. If I want my bloods tested, I will go to my GP, my general practitioner. They are the facilitators. They will listen to what I've got to say. Most GPs that I've come across, bar one, have been extraordinarily helpful, empathetic and sympathetic. One even said, right, we'll throw in your testosterone levels as well because you're concerned about that, aren't you? I said, yes, I am. I said, all right, well, we'll get that tested for you. The GGTs, you know, your liver, kidneys, the works, blood glucose, the fucking works, everything. Which, you know, they hope there's not going to be any like red flags coming up. And then to let me off the hook, he just says, look, go and get that arranged at reception, all right? And if my blood's been taken, right, you know, if there are any things that we need to talk to you about more urgently, reception will just give you a call. But make an appointment for next week, probably about this time, so it's Thursday next week, right? And we'll go for it. If you don't hear from us, then take it as a given that there's not anything pressingly worrying that we have to inform you about. When my wife got cancer, it was quite hard, really, to be honest with you, to talk about it. But yeah, she was in front of the oncologist within 48 hours. So these blood tests will come back quite rapid, and if, like I say, if there's any red flags, you'll be told about it. You don't need, there is no necessity in the world for you to pay privately to have that done when you can get it done via the intervention of your GP. You see, there's so many sharks out there, and they're on YouTube. And we're not like that. I'm not sure what the YouTube algorithms are playing at, to be honest with you. But it seems like they protect the bad and want to almost outdo the good. And we're the good guys, people. And you've got to learn to trust us, that we are honest to goodness. You've got to learn to trust us. You've got to learn to have faith in us. Because if we're going to work together, becoming optimized, everything, that umbrella term, in 2025, there's got to be trust. Okay? There's got to be trust. All right? So have a lovely day, and I will speak to you again soon. Keep safe. Bye.